let's talk about the San Francisco 49ers here for a minute. There's been a lot of drama early on with this team, but everything has been worked out, and superstar wide receiver slash running back slash whatever position you want him to play, Debo Samuel, has signed his extension with the 49ers, keeping him in San Fran for the foreseeable future, and that's got to be very exciting for 49ers fans. You have a young team, a young quarterback taking the helm. There's a lot to look forward to, but this is what we want to know from you, 49ers fans. Let us know in the comments below. What game are you going to travel to this season? There's too many things to count as far as reasons why you would want to go to a 49ers game this season, whether it's to see Trey Lance take the helm of this offense, to see what Debo's made of, to see any of your other playmakers on the field. But comment below, tell us what game are you planning on going to this season. But Nick, why don't you get into the stories about the San Francisco 49ers?
Yeah, so obviously Debo Samuel signing his deal and returning to practice in full form is good news for the 49ers fans. And look, there's been a lot of questionable bad news in the media related to the 49ers. But lucky for you, 49ers fans, we're here to calm you down and let you know it's all going to be fine. Because listen to some of these storylines. These sound pretty rough. You know, look at these over the course of the training camp. Trey Lance discusses his struggles on day 2 of training camp. Struggling QBs, not necessarily a bad thing for the 49ers. That's according to Niners Wire. This headline here, Trey Lance, 49ers offense finds growth in turnovers. And this last headline here, Trey Lance struggles with accuracy in 49ers training camp practice. Look, these are a lot of bad headlines, and I just went through a few there, and they all seem to kind of cover a similar theme that Trey Lance is having some struggles early on. And 49ers fans, I'm just going to tell you this. Ignore it all. This is all just garbage coming from the media, and let me explain why. The first few weeks of training camp are so heavily weighted for the defense's success. Early on in a training camp on both sides, offense and defenses, the coaches will start installing the first bucket of their schemes and plays. Now on defense, it's very simple. You're installing your base defense very early on. On offense, you're just starting with a couple plays a day and slowly working up the chain through your entire playbook. But for the defense, you have to remember that their base defense and a couple of adjustments off that, it's essentially 50% of what you're going to call throughout the entire season and what you're going to run. You install your base defense, your base packages, some coverage checks, things like that. And that's basically what you're going to run the entire season. Offensively, after like 30 plays, you're still not even a little bit of the way through the playbook. So early on in training camp, you see this throughout the entire league. It always seems every offense is struggling early on. And the only reason that is because the 49er offense basically is running with like 10% of their playbook. And that makes it very, very easy for a defense. If you know that, hey, like they're only going to run like 4 plays, 4 different kinds of running plays, 4 different kinds of passing plays, it's very easy for Bosa, Armstead, Warner, all these guys just to tee off and have just a field day on this 49ers offense, especially when you throw in a new quarterback and all the challenges with timing and rhythm and that Shanahan offense that's all about timing and rhythm and shifting and motion and all that stuff. It just creates a perfect storm for the defense to look good and the offense to have some early struggles. I'm telling you right now, 49ers fans, ignore it. This is what it's supposed to look like. The 49er offense will get better. They'll get their rhythm. They'll start having more of their plays installed. And trust me, and before long, you'll start seeing a seismic shift into who's winning this training camp battle and how good Trey Lance is playing.
Yeah, Nick, and I'll give them some more good news because the defense doesn't win everything. There's some drills out there that are heavily weighted towards the offense, and that especially is true when you talk about one-on-ones, receiver versus DBs. It's kind of weighted towards the receiver because you don't get any of the safety help you would as a DB. And young receiver Brandon Ayuk is out there absolutely toasting the DBs in San Fran. And you'd say, oh, maybe he's going up against second-team guys, practice squad guys, any run-of-the-mill DB. No, this guy's going to go up against some top-tier dudes. And Charvarius Ward, Jimmy Ward, these are some real, like, true number one style DBs. And he is out here toasting them in training camp. So the offense isn't all bad. There's a couple bright spots, whether it's Debo, whether it's Brandon Ayuk, whether it's George Kittle, your superstar all-world tight end. There's a lot to be thankful for and a lot to look forward to in the coming season. And I truly think that having all of these things, like you said, working out the timing, working out the rhythm of the Shanahan offense, once Trey Lance gets all of this under his belt, and the keys to the kingdom have been handed over to him. There's no wondering who is going to be running this offense this season, it is Trey Lance's job. You're going to see, like you said, a big shift, and all these playmakers are going to start to shine, and it's going to be really, really nice. All you need to worry about is that first game of the season. That's going to be where, the rubber meets the road, and all of these things are going to come together. So that's what we're looking forward to. Don't buy in this training camp hype. Whether it's you can see good stuff in training camp, but the bad, that's where you're supposed to be bad. That's where you're supposed to work out all the kinks, is in training camp. So I don't buy any of this Lance stuff.
Well, especially there's already reports that Debo Samuel and Trey Lance are building a better chemistry and getting some good rhythm down. And you mentioned Ayuk, right? So it's all about building and working toward, and you're a great point. It's all about being good when the season actually starts. So again, 49ers fans, relax. It's fine. Trey Lance will be fine. He's got all the physical tools. Shanahan knows how to coach up the quarterbacks. He's going up against an elite defense in practice. Let's not forget that. That's already essentially installed most of their defenses while the 49ers offense is playing catch up. So just enjoy training camp, enjoy the ride, get ready for week 1 because it's going to be exciting.
All right, Nick, it's time to get your internet privacy back today on every device you own in any country you want. Don't let anyone but you control your internet. NordVPN keeps you safe from prying eyes wherever you go online with their military-grade encryption. Is your favorite Netflix or streaming content blocked in the US? You can simply connect to one of the many countries available with NordVPN and get the access you need.
That's right, Maya. So right now, get our exclusive NordVPN deal here at nordvpn.com/SMI. It's risk-free now with NordVPN's 30-day money-back guarantee. Again, get that exclusive deal, nordvpn.com/SMI.